Born in 1984 to a 16-year-old mother in Akron, Ohio, LeBron James was born into poverty and instability. Gloria James was alone, working whatever jobs she could find while moving between apartments in the roughest neighborhoods of Akron. His biological father was nowhere to be found, a man with an extensive criminal record who never once looked back. By the time LeBron was a teenager, he had lived in more houses than most of us have visited. But at 14, something extraordinary happened. He stood 6 feet tall and dominated every competition around him. Local coaches noticed something different about this kid, a level of athletic dominance that transcended sport. So at 9 years old, when a youth football coach named Frank Walker spotted him playing in a housing project parking lot, Walker made a decision that would change history. He invited LeBron into his home, introduced him to basketball, and became the stable father figure he never had. By high school, LeBron and 4 of his best friends, Drew Joyce III, Sion Cotton, Willie McGee, and Romeo Travis, became known as the Shooting Stars. According to ESPN and Sports Illustrated, these 5 dominated youth basketball at St. Vincent St. Mary Catholic High School so completely that they had to move their games from the high school gymnasium to the University of Akron's arena. 15,000 seats. That's how many fans came to watch high school basketball. The nation was watching. He was 17 when Sports Illustrated put him on the cover, the first high school underclassman to ever grace that magazine's front page. In 2003, at just 18 years old, LeBron James skipped college entirely and was drafted first overall by the Cleveland Cavaliers. He was named Rookie of the Year. For 7 years he led them, took them to the finals, won MVP awards, but could never capture a championship. The pressure mounted. He was supposed to be the chosen one, but championships eluded him. Then on July 8, 2010, everything changed. According to ESPN records, LeBron announced on live national television in a televised special called The Decision that he was leaving Cleveland for Miami. He joined forces with NBA All-Stars Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh, and the basketball world lost its mind. Jerseys burned in the streets. Fans wept. The owner called his move a cowardly betrayal, but LeBron had made a choice that would reshape the entire NBA. In 2012, according to the NBA championship records, LeBron won his first title with the Heat, defeating the Oklahoma City Thunder. Then again, in 2013. 4 years in Miami, and he'd finally achieved what he set out to do. He then returned to Cleveland, and in 2016 he delivered the city its first championship in 52 years, the most iconic moment in Cleveland sports history. By 2020, LeBron had won championships with 3 different teams. And then on February 7th, 2023, the moment that proved his entire legacy. In front of his family at Crypto.com Arena in Los Angeles, LeBron scored his 38,388th point, breaking Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's record that had stood for nearly 40 years. The game stopped. Kareem, sitting courtside, stood and handed him the ball, the ceremonial passing of the torch. LeBron's mother rushed onto the court and embraced her son. His wife was there. His children witnessed it. And he said something profound that night. "This is my starting 5, and my wife is the true MVP." From a 16-year-old mother working minimum wage to his son becoming the greatest scorer in NBA history. That's generational transformation. That's what happens when a parent sacrifices everything for a child's future, and a child honors that sacrifice by becoming legendary. But here's what the mainstream narrative misses. LeBron didn't just become a basketball player. According to Forbes magazine, in February 2022, he became the first active NBA player to achieve billionaire net worth. And then, according to the LeBron James Family Foundation records, he committed $40 million to education in his hometown. He opened the I Promise School in Akron, a $40 million campaign focused exclusively on lifting up the kids who grew up where he grew up, the kids without stable homes, without present fathers, without hope. He said it himself. Everything you said you would do, you've done. That's not just about basketball. That's about building a legacy that transcends sport. That's about remembering where you came from and ensuring the next generation never has to know that pain. Comment below. What moment in LeBron's journey moved you the most? Share this with someone who needs to know that your circumstances don't define your destiny. Subscribe to Ikamafuna History TV because we tell the stories of transformation, resilience, and how greatness is built on sacrifice. These are the narratives that inspire, that prove that anything is possible, and that the greatest achievement isn't always measured in championships, it's measured in lives changed.